Okay, let's talk about narcissistic personality disorder and what that is exactly. So narcissistic personality disorder is a disorder, and it describes the personality of an individual that is really entitled and needs excessive admiration. So the thing is, narcissistic personality disorder is becoming a lot more popular of a term because we're noticing that narcissism runs in a lot of people. So what is narcissism? Like, what is narcissistic personality disorder? So it's describing a person that has a fragile ego. That's ultimately the underlying issue. So you'll notice when you're arguing with somebody with narcissistic personality disorder, or when you're trying to bring something up to someone with narcissistic personality disorder about their behavior, it's like they can't handle hearing anything about themselves, right? Like they don't do any wrong. Okay, so you'll notice that narcissists oftentimes will turn arguments around on you, deflect blame, or project their insecurities onto the situation because it's coming from a place of insecurity, this fragile ego that they just can't handle it, right? So aside from the fragile ego, they're really entitled. People with narcissistic personality disorder feel in this entitlement to the best service, respect from everyone, the best seating at a restaurant, the best service at a restaurant, right? They just have entitlement. If they get a new job, they feel entitled to the best desk or the best office or the best hours, the best shift, right? Like everything. They're just really, really entitled. They require excessive admiration. It's like they have this need for attention. They want to be valued. They want to be admired. They want to hear about how great they are. And for some reason in their mind, hearing about how great you're doing, all they hear is how much we're not talking about how great I'm doing. So they don't really allow room for other people to also be succeeding and doing great or receiving attention or admiration because they need attention and admiration, right? Like they have this excessive need for attention and admiration. Narcissists they're also manipulative. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they don't care who they hurt, they're going to exploit others, because another problem with their personality is that they lack empathy. Because they're so self-fulfilling, like I said, they just don't really have room for other people. They don't have room for other people being admired. They don't have room for other people's emotions. They don't have room for other people's feelings on their behavior, especially that. Narcissism is a defense mechanism to protect their fragile ego. So if something comes in to to threaten their sense of self, that will trigger their narcissism to come in and protect them and protect their sense of self. They have control issues. They want to control you. They want to control everyone in their life. They want to control everything out here because they don't want to control what's in here. They don't want to deal with what they have control over, which is their thoughts, their behavior, and their actions. They want you to be responsible for their behaviors and actions, right? You'll hear that a lot from someone with narcissistic personality disorder. Well, I wouldn't have done that if you hadn't have done this. Well, you made me feel this way, and because you did this first, that's why I did this. There's always a justification. You'll notice that with narcissists. There's so many justifications towards their bad behavior. So the other thing that they do is they're going to deflect away from it or try and confuse you and distract you to go somewhere else. And I'm going to make a lot more videos where we're specifically going over what is gaslighting, because that's going to be really, really important for you to know. So I'll make a second video for that. What is gaslighting? What are the narcissist tricks? What are the type of narcissists, right? Like there is just so much information that you're going to want if you're entering into this awareness. So I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you have been hurt by somebody that displays a lot of traits or characteristics of someone with narcissistic personality disorder. So there's going to be a lot of terminology you're going to need to learn and a lot of tactics that you're going to want to know that narcissists use to brainwash and manipulate. So, like I was saying, narcissists are manipulative. They want to brainwash you. They want to build you up to tear you down because it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel powerful to have that control, and that stems from a place of lack of control. And I'll do another video on where narcissism comes from, what creates someone with narcissistic personality disorder. But they want to control you. Like I was saying, they want to build you up to bring you down, because having someone else's emotions in their grasp makes them feel powerful. And combine this with someone that doesn't have empathy. They're also thrill seekers. So they're just living for the moment. So it's like if they cheat on you or they decide they want to do this instead, it's because they're in the moment, and they'll deal with the repercussions later, is because they think they can talk their way out of anything. And for the most part, they can talk their way out of a lot of things, especially in relationships with us, because we allow them to talk their ways out of it. But the thing with narcissism is we need to be paying attention to their actions, because their actions is what's going to speak the truth. They'll tell you everything that you need to know about them and their intentions towards you by their actions and behaviors towards you. You can't listen to a narcissist's words. You can't listen to what they're trying to tell you.